MultiVersus. Some stopped playing when the game had terrible balancing. Some stopped playing because the game shut down PvP. And then there's the people who couldn't let go of the game and just play in the training area, hoping for the game to come back soon. Well, the game is coming back soon. By the time the video comes out, it'll already be out. How's it going, everybody? I'm Scooby Who, and I'm here to give you my thoughts and opinions on movies, games, and shows, on all the news that will be coming out. We'll be talking about it. So if you could leave a like and a subscribe and just ring that notification bell, it'd be much appreciated, because I'm going to give you the updates on a lot of the news that will be coming in. I'm gonna just be talking about it, sharing the facts as well. So let's get right into this, shall we? Now, if you don't know what MultiVersus is in the gaming world, MultiVersus is a game that is like Brawlhalla or Super Smash Bros. And it has a lot of our favorite childhood characters. Okay, we have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. We got the Trinity. All right, Steven Universe, for some reason, no complaints. We have Finn and Jake in the game, fantastic duo as usual, and much more characters. We even have Super Saiyan Shaggy. I mean, like, look at this handsome devil. Like, look at him. We have a lot of characters that or at least a bunch of us recognize. It came out with the beta on July 19th, 2022. I played with my friends, and it was a fun time. I gotta say, I was a Wonder Woman player. You know, I dabbled in Arya Stark as well, but Wonder Woman was my go-to because she was very fun to use. It was fun, but the game had its issues. They're coming back on the 28th, which, like I said, the video will have already been out, and they will be having Jason Voorhees, Banana Guards. They're gonna have Agent Smith from Matrix. I'm pretty sure it's Agent Smith. I haven't seen it in a long time, so stick with me. And we also are getting Mark Hamill coming back as Joker. Oh man, I love Mark Hamill as Joker. He's great. He's all I hear when I read comics. All right. It's a great thing that he's coming back. I'm very happy about that. There are points to bring up that I feel, or that I think about when thinking about the game coming back, because a lot of the issues that I hear are the balancing. The balancing was not good. It was not good. The backpack spin on Finn, I know that gives a lot of people PTSD. It gives me PTSD thinking about it. Like, it was just too broken. That's all people used. It wasn't fun. Iron Giant, I still don't know what they were thinking doing that. Okay, still have no idea. Iron Giant is huge for no reason. Okay, and it's astonishing that they even thought about bringing him in here. But it's okay. He's still beatable as is everybody else. The balancing needs to be worked on. The game will be coming back. They're making claims that the balancing will be better, that we're going to be getting a free battle pass, these characters are going to be good, like all these things. I want to believe them, and I understand that balancing is a very tough thing to accomplish. It's very hard to figure out metas or how this character should be, what this character should do. Like, some characters just get complete reworks, and their abilities are reworked as well. You're doing something else, you know. Like, balancing is very hard, I would assume, when you're developing a game, or at least competitive games. And although it's hard, that is what the fans expect. Okay, that's what the fans expect, that we want these balance changes because so and so is too overpowered, or so and so is not strong enough. Now, personally, maybe there's some bias, but all I'm saying is Wonder Woman was pretty good, pretty well balanced in my opinion, I must say. All right, but anyways, that's besides the point. Maybe there's a little bias, I won't lie. That's besides the point, though. The balancing needs to be handled, hopefully, in a way that would work out. Smite, their balancing, at least when they just release a character, is not good. Okay, I can say that. It's not that great. But they hear the fans' feedback, and then they'll change it. Like, I remember when Sir Lancelot came out in Smite, and everybody used him. when he first came out, because he was broken. You know, he was a really good character, fantastic character, and that was just the meta, I guess, in the moment, because when they just released him, he didn't have any balances because he was new. But they listened to him, they listened to the fans, and now look at his pick rate is horrible. Now that's my first point. Okay, now second point I would like to say is the character gameplay actually is really nice. They're all like fairly unique within themselves that allow me to just want to play someone else, because it's a completely different gameplay style. Like I said, I ran Wonder Woman and Arya Stark. Wonder Woman was more like good balance between heavy and light, and Arya Stark was just light. She was very fast, she was very agile, you know, she adapted quick. It's unique. They're all different, you know. Like I'm not gonna be playing Batman expecting him to play like somewhat the same as, I don't know, Martian and Marvel. Bad example. Okay, there's one has Toon Force and one is just a guy in a bat suit, but you know what I mean. The gameplay has always been very enjoyable for me. It's very smooth, and I enjoy when the hits connect. That's a very big thing for me. I don't even like Smash Bros because I'm a Brawlhalla player, all right, and when I compare Brawlhalla and Smash Bros, for me, I like Brawl more because the hits connect better. They feel good when they connect, and it's just nice when they come together and just clash. Okay, it's great to feel because you know you can feel it. Not really, I don't really know how to explain that, but it feels better when hits connect in Brawlhalla than Smash Bros because it really doesn't feel like they're connecting. And you know that brings a little discomfort in my body. You know what I mean? I don't really like. I don't like that. And MultiVersus, it feels good because the characters really do react to when you're getting hit. Wonder Woman's little punch in the air, that feels good to hit. That feels good to hit because they're reacting to it, and it's a nice reaction to it to really show, oh yeah, I hit that hard. I like how a lot of the characters are done because since we've grown up with a lot of these characters, we understand like what they can do, if that makes sense. We understand what they can do. Like Superman, you fly, you can grab, and you throw. And, you know, like, yeah, Superman, he's strong, he can do that. It's cool seeing all of these characters being brought in. Jason Voorhees, I saw his gameplay, and his gameplay is smooth. He's getting the Jason X skin, and it looks fabulous. All right, I'm gonna be trying out Jason because it's nice. It looks nice. Like it comes back. Like I'm making this video the day before it gets released. I'm hype, and that's all I am right now because I really did enjoy MultiVersus and playing with my friends. Fantastic. One thing I can give the game props to, this being my third point, is the stage design. The stage design has always been great. It's very beautiful to see. You're fighting on the Batcave, on Finn and Jake's house. Like, I know these places. We know these places, and we're fighting on top or in or under, whatever. We're there. We're in this area that we recognize. I remember watching Adventure Time. I remember always seeing the Batcave. I remember seeing all of these stages because this is, you know, this is what I grew up on. This is my childhood that I'm like getting to like play on, I guess you could say. It's very great, and they put a lot of dedication into the stage design, and I got to give them big props to that. Now the stages, I should say, this is in terms of the border and like the outside of how you get out. It's not, it feels so small to me. And I know it at a certain point when the clock hits a certain time, then the stage will close in, and when it closes in, you know, you gotta be more quick in making sure you don't get out the border. But even when it's not moving in, it's just, it feels so close. It's just, I feel like they should work on and maybe like, I guess, expand, just because of the fact that, you know, you're right there. Like you take a couple jumps and you're right at that border just about. I don't like that. I don't like that because I'm just sitting like, okay, I can't move any more up. I need to go back down. And maybe that gives more incentive to stay in the arena and to not run, but it's not great in my opinion. I think they really do need to expand it. because it's like I said, it's not great. So following this re-release of MultiVersus, they will be adding an arcade mode. And the arcade mode is like a rift thing where you go into the rift and you fight a certain character one-on-one, or you'll do a challenge. I kind of, when I think of that arcade mode, I'm thinking of kind of like how Mortal Kombat 1 does with their crypt, or not crypt, I'm sorry, was it crypt? No, what are the rift things? They're rift things. I don't know how to explain it further than that. Like the multiverse kind of like thing in MK1, where you're doing either like the jumping challenge or the ducking challenge, or you're fighting someone. I'm not opposed to it, to be honest. I mean, it's some nice PvE content. There will be rewards inside of it. You might be able to get some skins, or you're gonna get some like banner cosmetics, and then there's gonna be like just modifiers to make it harder. Because if there's no modifiers in this kind of type of like arcade mode, it brings away the fun, and there's just no fun in it. So I really like that they're going to be doing this, and it looks nice in my opinion. I haven't really been seeing what a lot of people have been saying about it, because I mean, not many people are really talking about it. But the arcade mode is fantastic looking in my opinion, because it's just fun. It's just something to do. You know, you hop on, you don't want to do anything competitively, like you don't want to fight someone. You're just like, all right, let's just hop on PvE and just chill and just get some rewards, maybe, if you can. That's personally how I see it, because that's how I'm gonna see it when I'm playing again. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I'm trying not to yell. Try not to yell. I'm about to bring out this sword in a second, because it's just like oh my gosh, I'm just hyped. This is MultiVersus coming back. Like, I'm excited, and I know that a lot of people, like, or not, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but some people are not excited. Now, another point I want to bring up is their consistency. Update consistency is one of the biggest downfalls, or it could be one of the biggest downfalls of a game. Okay, I say that because without that consistency, people are going to get bored and not going to want to play anymore. And people are just going to think, oh, it's getting stale, and not going to touch it. MK1, or at least those fighter games, MK1, Street Fighter 6, and Tekken 8, their update consistency is not good. Street Fighter came out June 2nd of last year. It has almost been a year since Street Fighter came out, and they're just now putting the biggest villain in Street Fighter inside the game, and it's taken them a year. I understand they want to do something different and not just try to get it off nostalgia, but let's be real here. I mean, like Akuma, I think his name is. Like, I was never crazy into Street Fighter when I was younger, but it's Akuma. Like, I know who he is, and I know he's like one of the biggest bads of Street Fighter in general. So they're just now putting him out, and it's almost been a year. That's not good. They have been adding characters in between, but just my point of consistency, like, it's been months and months. That's just how it goes. It'll be months, and then they'll put out a character. Months, they'll put out a character. For these type of fighter games, you can't. I feel like you cannot do that, because the fans will get bored. It's a fighter game. You know, you're probably gonna get bored of the character you're playing, or bored of the entire roster. You know, you're gonna want one or two more characters to play. Without that consistency, it will be the downfall. MK1, I loved it when I first got it. I was excited when it was coming out, because I like that classic look, very simple. I do like MK11 still, but MK1, it was still like, it was simple. I think MK11 is better, but MK1 had a nice little UI. The game is not good at update consistency. It'll be months before they'll put out a character. They did Omni-Man first, and Peacemaker and Homelander, if he isn't out already, is coming out. It's been too long. Like, I myself and a lot of people do not care anymore that these characters are coming out, because we're done. You know, we're bored of it. It's stale. That's how I feel. I talk to many people who feel the same way about that. That kind of brings me into my other point of content. A lot of people said that MultiVersus had a lack of content when it was still in beta form, and when it was in beta form, I agree, but I disagree. I disagree in the sense that they had a nice roster of characters that you could play as, but I do agree as in the sense of there weren't many stages. and there wasn't anything else to do other than PvP, which is fine. But you know, some people like having some PvE content and just fighting against bots, just cause, just like they're putting this arcade mode, and I think that arcade mode is a really good idea. It'll be so much better because I know that's just what some people want to do other than just fighting the whole time. Now, to wrap up the video, I think we should ask ourselves the question, will it be good? Will it be good? And will it last? Okay, let's start off with will it be good? I do think it'll be good because I think the game is well made. The biggest issue for me was just balancing. The game was very fun for me to play. I really enjoyed having like 1v1s with my friends and just playing. I don't remember if ranked was out at that time, but just playing competitively, it was very fun for me. I really enjoyed it. I missed the game a lot, and I'm very excited that it's coming back. And I do think it will be good, to be honest, because this is like it's a official release. This isn't just a beta anymore. You're in the official release. Okay. Now that going into will it last being at the official release, since that is the case, updates need to be nice and consistent. Balancing needs to be considerate. It needs to be good, well done, just like how Smite does it. That is what will make the game last, because the idea is there. The idea is great. We're playing as so many of our childhood characters and playing against our other childhood characters that we recognize. It's really fun, and like I said, the hits are smooth. Everything is nice. It connects well. The game is good. It's just balancing and content. How fast will it get out updates? How good will the balancing be? And how in depth will the arcade be? I know I've been talking about the arcade a lot, but you know, I just think it's cool. So will it last? That question is up in the air. My guess is it'll last at least 4 months at best. Not at best, at least 4 months. And I say that because there's a lot of room for improvement, and we get to see the improvements and see what they're gonna do. And with that, I can have a much clearer answer with will it last? Like I said, it's up in the air, but I think it'll last at least 4 months. Hopefully it'll go further, and you know, it'll go into more competitive esports areas, because it's you know, that's esports likes doing that. You know, it's fighter games. But that is my video for today on MultiVersus coming back. So excited. I cannot wait to just hop on that game again, play Wonder Woman, try out Jason Voorhees. Of course, try out Jason Voorhees. He looks so sweet. But I hope you all really did enjoy the video. There will be more to come. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. It would be much appreciated. And we will see you later.